let's say we have an equation y equals sine of 2x. So this 2 is going to change our period. And our period is how often we repeat. So how often do our values on our sine of x repeat? So to get our period, we take this value k and we divide 2 pi by k. So in this case, k is 2, so 2 pi divided by 2 gives me pi. So my period is pi, so we expect my graph to repeat every pi. So we're going to do the same thing we were doing before with our tables. So our values of x we're going to plug in to our x column, and then in the next column we're going to multiply each of those x values by 2. So we get 0, pi over 2, pi, we get 3 pi over 2, 2 pi, 5 pi over 2, 3 pi, and 7 pi over 2. And then sine of that value, or 2x, so sine of this column, sine of 0 is 0, pi over 2 is 1, pi is 0, 3 pi over 2 gives me negative 1, 2 pi, we're back at 0, 5 pi over 2 is the same as pi over 4, or I'm sorry, same as pi over 2, 3 pi is the same as pi, 7 pi over 2 is the same as 3 pi over 2. But if we were to graph our x's and our y's, we would get something that looks like this. So notice that in the time that we usually repeat once, we now repeat twice because our period is pi. We've started repeating over at pi. So go ahead and try this problem, pause the video, and then we'll see what you got. So again, we copy down our x column, then we're going to multiply that by a half, so 0, pi over 6, pi over 4, then we get 2 pi over 6 gives us pi over 3, pi over 2, 2 pi over 3, 3 pi over 4, and then 5 pi over 6. So sine of these values, we get 0, 1 half, 1 over square root of 2, 2 over square root of 3, we get 1, we get 2 over square root of 3, we get 1 half, so we get 1 over square root of 2, we get 1 half. So if we plot these points, so we remember to plot the x and our y's. So when we plot these, we are going to see that we're actually only going to get half of a sine. We would need to keep going on to get a whole sine, a whole period of our sine, because our period is 2 pi over k. In this case, k is 1 half. So our period is going to be 2 pi divided by 1 half, which is the same as 2 pi times 2. So our period is 4 pi. So it'll take us to get all the way over to 4 pi before we start repeating again.